What's going on, everybody? How you doing? In today's video, we are starting Grace Under Pressure tour because I'm looking at the calendar, I'm seeing a slot, I'm like, you know what? I think this is the time to just go after it and just do it. So that's what we're doing. Grace Under Pressure tour right now. If you're new here, please subscribe, check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, bass videos, all kinds of videos. If you like the channel, donations, donation requests, all that information is in the description below. Cool. Also, just as a good thing for you guys, because I'm sure you're all wondering, like, yo, when are we getting on with it? Which, I mean, we are, right? Every day we're getting on with it. Beyond the Light stage starts tomorrow morning, so that's a positive, right? And, you know, we just literally finished Snakes and Arrows live today. Fantastic concert. Freaking fantastic. Great. Loved. After seeing the behind the scenes, the backstage secrets, the lighting, amazing. Amazing. Totally amazing. All the light stuff, those machines are incredible. So that was sick. And then I got a donation request to do Presto Tour, so that's already happening. We're starting Beyond the Light stage tomorrow, and now we got Grace Under Pressure, and we're starting with the tour info. Grace Under Pressure trek began somewhat inauspiciously. The second date, May 9th, 1984, at the Tucson Community Center Arena in Arizona, an audience member threw a disposable lighter from the upper reaches of the arena during distant early warning, hitting Geddy in the head. After a brief break, the performance continued. Meanwhile, fans who witnessed the incident grabbed the perpetrator and held him for security. After the set was completed, Geddy received several stitches in the dressing room. I have a hole in my head, and besides that, I got hit by something, and I have a hole in my head. Geddy remarked backstage after the show. It's ignorant to throw things at the stage. It's the most ignorant thing a person can do. It's mindless. It's senseless. You can do some serious damage. It's too stupid for words. Don't do it. There you go. I mean, that's accurate. Doesn't stop people, though. I wouldn't say it got better after the 80s, right? Probably got worse, I imagine. According to Neil, in addition to being injured by the lighter, Geddy was frustrated about what had happened. In the end, Geddy just told the security people to let the guy go. Damn. He would have liked to confront him and perhaps share a few choice words, but therein lay another dilemma. It would have given the guy the satisfaction of actually meeting Geddy, a twisted reward for his idiocy. Yeah, right? Lighter incident aside, the Grace Under Pressure tour was another massive success, with Rush performing 76 shows in North America, including Hawaii and Japan. Highlights of the set included the then complete Fear trilogy. Super cool. Performed in sequence, featuring the debut of Witch Hunt. For the first leg of the tour, After Image followed Closer to the Heart, and the drum solo was aligned with Red Lenses. Oh, dude, what? We're not doing... What? That's not on this? Oh, no. After the summer break, Kid Gloves replaced After Image, and an extended jam section was added to Closer to the Heart. Oh, bastards. That's when they started that? Beginning on October 18th, Neil's solo found its way back to YYZ as on previous tours, and a new bass intro and full bass solo were added to Red Lenses. For the Japanese leg, Kid Gloves was dropped from the lineup. This tour also marked the first time since Hemispheres that Rush featured every song from its new album in the set, albeit not all in a single show. Every year it's another difficult decision to decide what songs stay in the show and what don't. Geddy remarked on a radio station in Chicago, the ones that are just too boring to play anymore have to go regardless of their popularity. Damn. That didn't stay, huh? Sometimes you just can't bear to play a song anymore. You played it so many times. I feel like they felt that way about Closer to the Heart, because eventually that got dropped, right? More cool pictures. Cool. That's a freaking young-ass Neil on a bike. Wow. Among the many highlights of the Grace Under Pressure trek were the Japan dates, which include a sold-out show at the legendary Nippon Budokan in Tokyo and the Texas Jam shows in Dallas and Houston, where Rush played to close to 100,000 fans over the course of 2 nights, its largest headline audiences to date. There were a gazillion people at the gig. Recalled Alex on the second date at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, and it was outdoors in the afternoon. I did this cool running backwards thing, and there was a little lip on the stage, and I caught the lip and landed smack on my ass. And I sat there on the stage playing, thinking, how am I going to get up out of this position without looking horribly awkward, so I looked horribly awkward. In an effort to make life on the road more tolerable, this was also the tour where Neil discovered the freedom of traveling solo for some of the time at least by bicycle. His wife Jackie bought him a bike prior to the tour, but he didn't bring it along. In Salt Lake City, after attempting unsuccessfully to find a rental, he purchased a bike, stashed it in the bus luggage bay when he wasn't using it. Okay, bam, there you go. All right, set list. Intro, Three Stooges theme. Spirit Radio, Subdivisions, The Body Electric, The Enemy Within, The Weapon, Witch Hunt, New World Man, Between the Wheels, Red Barchetta, Distant Early Warning, Red Sector A, Closer to the Heart, After Image, YYZ, 2112, Temples of Syrinx, Tom Sawyer, Encore, Red Lenses. Oh, God, why am I not seeing Red Lenses, damn it? Why is that not what I'm watching? Vital Signs, Finding My Way in the Mood. Okay, damn. Okay, so what we're watching is 10 songs. I believe it's Stick Hits, I believe. I actually pulled them a while ago. But we're watching Spirit Radio, Enemy Within, Weapon, Witch Hunt, New World Man, Distant Early Warning, Red Sector A, Closer to the Heart, YYZ 2112, Tom Sawyer, Vital Signs, Finding My Way in the Mood. That's what we're watching. I wish that we were watching After Image or The Body Electric. Even Subdivisions at that time, because that would have been cool. And then Red Lenses would have obviously been cool. I think I've seen the only live Red Lenses that's on YouTube, and that's like super potato quality. Like we're talking like Rutabaga quality, like really, really, whoa. But it's the only one I had to watch it, right? Because I like Red Lenses. Okay, and this concert is from September 21st, 1984, Maple Leaf Gardens. So what? This is like towards the end of the... Probably towards the end. Not really. It's in the middle, huh? Yep. Okay. September 21st, 22nd, 1984, Toronto, Ontario, Maple Leaf Gardens. Support act was Red Rider. Tickets were $15.50 or $16.50 Canadian. 24,000 capacity. They almost sold out. That's between the 2 days. The gross was $357,052 Canadian. Grace Under Pressure Tour video. Recorded and filmed for the Grace Under Pressure Tour video with David Mallet, directing, and Terry Brown and John Erickson in charge of audio production. After soundcheck, Mallet talked with members of the band's entourage, asking questions and taking suggestions for the shoot. The entire audience was given 3D glasses, which they wore during The Weapon. For these two homecoming gigs, Geddy was in great performance form despite his ongoing battle with the French flu. Damn, French flu. You guys were in Toronto, not Montreal. Did they just come from Montreal? That's probably where he got it. No? Bad joke. Okay. Alright, Globe and Mail. Rush looks very impressive, but sounds very much the same. The audience was bathed in pink and yellow lights, giving a soft checkerboard effect to the whole stadium. This drew the audience into the performance, uniting fans and performer. Okay. Steve Howard. Concert Productions International. The production, which includes the use of 12 cameras, 40 Vari lights, and 300 PAR audience lights, was on par with our co-production of Bowie's Serious Moonlight Show, and the same director, David Mallet, was used. Opening date of Albuquerque, New Mexico was first, May 7th, 1984. Gary Moore was the support act. The opening day of the 1984 Grace Under Pressure Tour featured the live debut of Distant Early Warning, After Image, The Enemy Within, Red Lenses, Between the Wheels, and Witch Hunt. Amazing. Tour encore featured Vital Signs, emphasizing how strongly the band felt about the song. Alex Geddy and Neil's instrumentation marked a departure from the past, as Alex now favored Fenders over Gibsons, and Neil incorporated electronic drums into the new songs and his solo. Beginning on the New World Tour, Geddy had started using the new Steinberger L2 bass. The Steinberger was now his main axe, which added a distinctive look to Stage Left. Two of the new songs include no bass at all, with Geddy playing keyboards exclusively on After Image and Red Sector A. May 9th, 1984, Tucson, Arizona. In the early morning, Alex drove out to Marana, Arizona, and rented a Cessna to do some flying while being interviewed mid-flight. At soundcheck, the band stretched out on their improvisation, taking them into musically uncharted waters. Afterward, Geddy did an onstage interview for NBC Radio, demonstrating his new keyboard setup. During the show, someone in the audience threw a disposable lyre from the upper reaches right. Alex, late morning, in flight over Arizona. I've always thought there's something beautiful about airplanes. Just the fact that a large piece of machinery can fly in the air is really an incredible thing. So that sparked an interest, and also the challenge of getting a pilot's license while being on the road. It's very difficult to find the time to do it. Larry Allen, backstage after the show. Ged gets hit in the head, and it only makes him meaner. See, I knew he had some kind of, there's something about him. There's something about him that's like, that's why I'm always like, he does what he wants. I didn't get that from South Park. Right? I didn't see that until recently, actually, but I've been saying that. He just has this kind of thing about him, and it's not always there. Sometimes he comes off as very, like, soft, like, because he speaks kind of, sometimes, you know, he can speak kind of soft and a little bit, like, slow. He not specifically coming off as aggressive, but there's something about him that just made me think that, like, this guy runs the show. This guy runs the show. He can be bossy. He can tell these guys what to do. He can, you know, especially Alex, because he has that super close relationship with Alex. So especially Alex. Yeah, he does what he wants. And, you know, he's, I don't know, something about him, it just comes off that way to me. I'm not trying to be a jerk about him. I still like, you know, it's just interesting to me that I felt that way. And then freaking South Park, you know, now I've seen South Park has that thing where he's like, I'm Gay Lee, I do what I want. It's like, yeah. Wow, I wasn't the only one who thought that was like, you know, a thing. Anyways, Vancouver, British Columbia, May 19th, 1984, Rockline. Geddy says, a lot of what Grace Under Pressure is Alex reasserting his role as a guitarist with signals he felt a little frustrated because of the dominance of the keyboards. And with this album, we tried to sort of correct that and sort of give him his fair share. Sort of, he says, right? He really worked hard on this one to win the job back. Yep, just mocking the entire way. Just for it to be all taken away even more on Power Windows. Wow. This guy. Dale City, California, May 24th to 26th, Gary Moore opening. Third show added by popular demand. During the run of shows at San Francisco's Cow Palace, Neil played host to a special guest as young drummer Adam Roderick visited. Adam had won Neil's Red Tama drum kit in the fall of 1982 in the Modern Drummer Essay Contest. And Neil now gave Adam the chance to play his current drums during soundcheck. Wow. Sacramento Bee. The tremendously popular trio Rush in a 3-night stand at the Cow Palace proved they're a breed apart. One might think that Rush's choice to focus on the music and avoid the headbanging cliches and shameless grandstanding of heavy metal would elevate it to a grander status, but it does essentially the same thing with its pretentious lyrics and pompous music, letting effect dominate communication, and the result, tedium, remains the same. Damn. You guys think you're better than these hair metal bands that are going on right now? Well, you're not. Damn. Inglewood, these LA, these big places, like, just, like, bash them. Inglewood, The Forum, May 29th to 30th, Gary Moore still. LA Times, Rush slows down the pace at Forum. At times, the trio locked into pulsing, police-like instrumental passages. Just as often, Rush produced some orchestral maneuvers that recalled 70s progressive rock. Very skillful, very boring. Damn. June 4th, Phoenix, Arizona. Still Gary Moore. Arizona Republic. Rush appears to be in no hurry to achieve originality. Grace Under Pressure inspired some to believe Rush was on a comeback. However, the same old concert tricks proved the band is still the same old rock and roll mutt. God damn. 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 And with so many new songs in the set, that's incredible. I mean, Jesus Christ. Las Cruces, New Mexico, the next day. Crew member Tim Wendt suffered injuries after falling from the venue rafters while rigging the stage. We just watched that backstage secrets. You know where that guy was. And he fucking fell. Are you kidding me? What the? No. The band took time out to visit him in the hospital. Oh, cool. Dallas, Texas, Cotton Bowl, the Texas Jam, June 10th. Support acts: Ozzy Osbourne, Bryan Adams, 38 Special, Gary Moore. Rush's largest headline show to date: a laser generator was broken, forcing Howard to fly one in from LA just in time for the gig. Fly one in. Jesus. Howard says, when you play outdoors, you have the elements of weather to contend with. Normally indoors, there's no wind and the building retains smoke effects, so you can see all the special effects and lights. As it looks tonight, the winds are about 30 miles an hour and we probably won't be able to put up our rear projection screen. So what we'll do is put up 2 video screens and use our backup video to show the exact same movies. You have problems like this that you have to compensate for. It's a lot of fun when you're out there with 60,000 people. The energy levels are so high, and that energy coming off the crowd makes you just as fired up as you are, if not more, to put on a great show. In a big outdoor show in this sweltering heat, there are always a few people consuming alcoholic refreshments, and some of them can't take it. The heat gets to them, and you have people passing out. We have medical tents set up just for that reason, and we have some fire hoses out there. We want to make sure that the crowd is happy at all times without anyone getting hurt. There you go. Damn. Next day, June 12th, Little Rock, Arkansas. In the afternoon, Getty enjoyed a baseball toss alongside the Arkansas River. June 13th, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Alex and Getty did some phone interviews after playing 2 sets of tennis. These guys. These guys. They're extracurricular, leisurely. Can you imagine those guys just like... Or tennis? In those super short things. Just tennis shorts. Damn, Buffalo. Oh no, this is oh yeah. Yeah, July 12th, Buffalo. Red Rider was the support act. Buffalo News. Nearly all in the audience seemed delighted and thrilled by the performance of Rush and Red Rider. The shouting and applause were nearly as thunderous as the bands themselves. The crowd was more energetic and enthusiastic than the acts on stage. Regardless of the tiredness of an act built around a minimum of talent, Rush remains a crowd pleaser. Damn. Street beat Buffalo. The music Rush delivered was entertaining and exciting. However, their stage presence leaves a bit to be desired. All right, cool. So we're going to be getting to the first track of Grace Under Pressure tomorrow. So I'll catch you then.